Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the AMC 2018 problem number 12. And as you can see, this is a pretty long word problem, so let's get started. So the problem reads as follows. The clock in Shree's car, which is not accurate, gains time at a constant rate. One day, as he begins shopping, he notes that his car clock and his watch, which is accurate, both say 12 o'clock noon. When he is done shopping, his watch says 12:30 and his car clock says 12:35. Shri loses his watch and he looks at his car clock and it says 7 o'clock. What is the actual time? So for this question, we really want to look at the problem and kind of see what they're asking for, right? So we have two clocks, one of them accurate, one of them not accurate. So let's see. So it says in 30 minutes, that's how much his watch passes. So from 12 o'clock to 12:30, his watch here, while his watch shows 30, so while his watch shows 30, his car clock shows 35 minutes, right? So then now if we kind of set up a proportion, because it says that the car clock and the watch kind of gain time at the constant rate. So that means if we were to kind of do watch divided by car clock, that would just be 30 over 35, which is, we could simplify to 6 over 7. So this basically means for every 6 minutes on the watch, 7 minutes pass on the car clock. So now at the end of the question, it tells us that the car clock says 7 o'clock. So now from 12 o'clock noon to 7 o'clock, that's 7 hours that have passed, right? So now if we set up our proportion again, watch divided by car clock. So we know this is, if our denominator is 7 hours, right? Because it says the car clock says 7. So we want to make sure we set it up correctly. That means that the watch will be 6 hours. The watch will have shown 6 hours that passed. And because they're asking for the actual time, we know that the watch is the accurate time, right? They tell us watch is accurate. So that means 6 hours from noon is just 6 o'clock. And this would be our final answer. And we circle this and move on. So this question, as you can see, it really wasn't too long. And even though it's problem number 12, which means it should be medium difficulty, it really was a quick question, because I think the trick in this question is just to make sure you understand the problem and read the problem correctly. Because once you really understand the problem, the math behind this question was fairly simple, right? It was just setting up a basic proportion. And the numbers were also pretty easy. They worked out nicely, right? 30 over 35 is 6 over 7. So it wasn't too bad. So we circle 6 o'clock, and that would be our final answer. And that concludes this question. So if you have any questions about this problem, how we worked this out, make sure you leave a comment. And if you found it helpful, then if you subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated, and as well as a like. And make sure you join tomorrow's video at the same time. Thanks, Devin, for joining.